Hey guys, so these are some productivity tips straight from the Bible that will literally change your life as someone creating content on these social media streets. Number one, do you know that God could have done the entire creation? He could have created every single thing, both human beings, animals, plants, every single thing. Do you know he could have done it in one day? But he spread it across 6 days. The reason why we get burnt out as creators is because we try to do a million stuff every day. That's not the goal. The goal is to do one major activity that will move your business forward, or that will move your ministry forward, or that will move your brand forward each day. And then you rest. There is no Grammy for the most burnt out creator, or the most burnt out ministry leader, or the most burnt out person. There is no award for it. I found that when I schedule out important things to get done and I do those things, and even though I have a ton of other stuff to do, but then I move them to the next day, nobody died. Nobody would die. It's not that important to get every single thing done in one day. You're not Superman. I mean, God could have easily done it, but he chose not to. Mind-blowing. God was just telling us, this is how to live your life. Do something that moves the needle forward and rest. And that's so smart. Thinking about it. Once you have done that major thing, just tell yourself, I've moved the needle forward today. And then you have earned every right to rest in whatever capacity you choose to, whether it's call a loved one, or go to sleep, or just learn something, or whatever it is that is a hobby to you. You have earned the capacity to do that because your father did that. He worked and then he rested. This particular productivity tip, I use it in my life. It helps me to do a lot without feeling like I'm doing a lot. Does that make sense? Secondly, God affirmed himself in his creation. Oh my gosh. He did not need validation from people. When he created, he would say, it is good. The biggest problem with creating content for your personal brand, or for your ministry, or for your business is that constant need for validation. Because you're asking this person, oh, what do you think about this video? And to be 100% vulnerable with you, I struggled with this so much. In fact, I'm still learning it, but I am more intentional now. I will tell myself, Benny, don't ask. Don't ask. Don't ask. Because if God was always asking, what do you think about my creation? You create the dogs and the cats and he'll be like, oh, what do you think about what I just did? There's no way he'll be able to move forward. So he had to affirm himself in his creation. When he does something, he will say, it's good. You have to tell yourself that your work is good. Are we going to put in the effort to improve? Of course. Are we going to always learn and always grow? Of course. Getting constructive feedback is always going to help your life. However, you know why you ask, what do you think about that video? You know why you ask. It's not necessarily because of constructive criticism. You're asking because you need that extra boost, that extra encouragement, that external validation. You need that motivation. But that will slow you down when you're creating content for your ministry, for your brand, or for your business. It will slow you down. You have to be your biggest cheerleader. Do things you are proud of and say, it is good. Learn from your father. And this is such an important lesson, my people. This is so important. In the past, I will put out content for my ministry, for my personal brand, and I'll be asking people what you guys think. And if I get a negative feedback, I feel that need to be defensive. I'm the one that went to look for trouble, but I'm the one saying, no, you don't understand. The reason why this is there. And they're telling you what they think. If you did not go searching for validation, you would not have heard those negative criticisms that would probably end up just seeping into your subconscious, and then one day you'll just be overwhelmed and stressed and tired of creating. One of my biggest goals for this year is to have fun with content creation, because it got to the point where it was work. It was just feeling like I was working. And of course, it is work, but if it feels like work and you always feel like you need other people to let you know that this is good for you to keep going, you can see how that is not sustainable. Okay? Please Do work that you're proud of and say it is good. It will never be perfect, but if you are proud of it, it's good enough. And then finally, number 3, God rested on the 7th day, not because he was tired, but as a prototype of how we should function. Guys, make time to unwind. Resting after work, working and then resting is more productive than working non-stop. Plus, my people, you are under grace, so relax. If you are one of those people that work Mondays through Sundays, see, especially if you work for yourself or you're building a brand or your business or your ministry or whatever, and you are in charge of your time, please, it's easy to get lost in the grind and to not stop. But I want to encourage you, stop, breathe. It is so important that you have a day to just relax and unwind. I'm not saying this looking from the other side. This is my story, okay? I'm learning these things, I'm implementing them. I'm trying to be deliberate with them because I have experienced burnout and it's not fun. The goal is that this thing is going to be sustainable enough for you to do it over a long period of time and actually get the maximum result from what you are doing. And in order to do that, you need to have at least a day in the course of a week that you can just tell yourself, no work today. I used to have that struggle of like non-stop working. When I'm not scripting, I'm shooting. When I'm not shooting, I'm editing. When I'm not doing that, I'm fussing over my views. Like that was my life before. That was former Benny. Now I am intentional. In the past, Mondays used to be my rest days. No work on Mondays. Then every other day is like you can work. Now it's not really practical because masters, school, everything is involved. So because of that, now my current rest days are Sundays. However, I have found that it is possible for work to creep in on your rest days. So you have to either be, number one, strict with it, or if, for example, your rest day was taken over by work due to circumstances beyond your control, what you can actually do is to move the rest day to another day. So let's say I tried to rest on Sunday, but I was supposed to shoot with someone and they said that particular Sunday was the only day that they would be free to shoot. Okay, no problem. Then rest day becomes Monday. Does that make sense? Or Tuesday. But let it be that no week goes by where you did not show yourself some TLC and just unwind. And I found that those days that you actually take to unwind, you would realize that you will get more clarity, answers to questions, and a lot of stuff will start making sense because you took that time, that extra time to unwind. So with that, we've come to the end of this video. If you've gotten to this point and you've not yet subscribed, girl, guy, kindly give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you've not subscribed already. You can also check out this video right here. See you there.